Hello, this is Reading Rails and I'm Mike Stone. And today I'm going to be looking at dates and times, specifically some utility methods that ActiveSupport adds for handling date and time a little easier. So I know that I'm going to want to look in ActiveSupport, and I think core ext is another place I want to look, but I'm not entirely sure where all this stuff goes. So I am going to just bring out my terminal and launch IRB, and I'm going to require ActiveSupport all just so I get everything. And now I'm just going to start poking around to see if I can get started finding where I want to look, so I can start looking at the date and time method. So for example, there's a method hours that's added to numbers, and let's take that method. Let's give a source location. And so I see it's in core ext numeric time.rb, line 44. All right, so I'm just going to take a quick gander over there. So that was in numeric and time. And I'm already seeing some of the familiar documentation for these methods. Okay, so we got second, minutes, hours, days, weeks, fortnights. Huh. Does anyone actually use fortnights? I've never used that. 2 weeks or 14 days. Okay. In milliseconds. All right. Used with the standard time durations like 1 hour in milliseconds, so we can feed them to JavaScript functions like getTime. Huh. Okay. All right. So it looks like a lot of this is driven through ActiveSupport duration. The number is passed in, and then an array of arrays. Huh. So in every single case, it's a single array inside of another array. I'm not quite sure yet what that's all about, but we'll find out in a minute. So seconds, minutes, hours all pass seconds, and then it looks like they just pass. So seconds just passes itself in seconds, and then minutes passes itself in minutes, and same for hours. Days goes by days, weeks goes by days, and fortnights goes by days. Now, one thing that I see is not here is years and months. And I wonder if there's a decades. Is there a decade? So 1.decade. Nope, guess not. Okay. So I guess years is as far as you can get. All right. So let's just see where that method is. Okay, so that's part of integer specifically. Okay, let's just look at that as well, just before we dive in a little deeper. So integer time. All right. Okay, so while these methods provide precise calculation when used as in the examples above, care should be taken to note that this is not true if the result of months, years, etc. is converted before use. So, so what happens if, is there a 1.5 years? Huh, so it's only on integer, whereas if we said 1.5 minutes, that would work. Okay, so it's only for integers, and it looks like it's 365 and a quarter days and 30 days for a month. Okay. Now I wonder why you can't do a floating point amount of months or years. Maybe because it gets complicated with regards to that. I guess. I'm not quite sure, really. But at any rate, these all seem to be centered around this active support duration. And again, there's this double array. Okay, so active support duration. Let's just go in here. It's probably, there we go, active support duration. All right, provides accurate date and time measurements using date advance and time advance respectively. It mainly supports the methods on numeric 1 month ago, just like we saw. All right, so let's see. Initialize value parts. No documentation. Cool. So the value and parts are split up like that. And then they're accessible. So let's just quickly look. So if we have 5.minutes, call it D for duration, D.parts, and there it is. So I'm still not quite sure why it's an array of arrays. Adds another duration on a numeric to this duration. Numeric values are treated as seconds. Okay. So that looks like that's starting to make a little bit of sense. So if I say D2 equals 5 minutes, and D3 is D plus D2, D3.parts, there we go. That's why it's an array of arrays. So it keeps all the individual parts that were being manipulated. Interesting. Okay. So then it can, I guess, it can build it back up from that. Ooh, negative other. Oh, interesting. Okay. Can you multiply times? I guess that doesn't really make sense, does it? So D times D2. Oh. Okay, I guess it does make sense. I didn't see it times though, unless I was going too fast. Huh. Let's just see if I can find def times. Nope. Let's just grab the method. What? Whoa. No source location. That is intriguing. I wonder why. So I just want to dive into the tests a little bit real quick and see if I can it's going to be the tests for that. No, I guess not. I guess, oh, it's going to be up here. There we go. You know what? I'm just going to grep for it. So I go in active support and I just get grep for duration. There we go. Test core ext duration test. Let's just quickly see if there's a time. Oh, there is. Wait, no. Cert equal. No, that's not actually multiplying active support durations. So I don't really know where that's coming from. That's interesting. That's quite interesting. But, oh well, let's just look a little bit more into our duration. So we figured out why there's an array of arrays, so that it keeps all the addition together. Now, when I go back into IRB and I require active support all, and I say 5.days times 3.days. So it's a number. Okay, so I guess it's converting it maybe like to .2i or something like that. Okay, so it's probably some kind of Ruby feature that's causing that. All right, so negation of other. So that's one minus another. So if I say 1.minute minus 30.seconds, we get 30 seconds, and .parts we see negative 30, and that's doing a unary negative, which I never really knew how to define a unary negative, but I guess this is how. Just negative at, and then it just negates the value and maps each part to negating it as well. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's just a nice little dive into active support duration, get our feet wet, and I'll probably explore it another time, but I found a few interesting pieces. And well, if I made any mistakes or you saw that I maybe didn't delve into something that might explain something a little better, please comment. And if you have suggestions for more episodes, please add them in the comments. And if you like this video, please give it a like. And if you really like it, then go ahead and subscribe. Thank you for your time.